Recently, we exchanged a series of emails with one of our viewers who said that Navy Fed closed his pledge loan without warning, and apparently he did nothing wrong. And as a consequence of that closure, his FICO score dropped by more than 90 points. So in today's conversation, we are going to dissect all the elements of that story. If you are interested in learning more, I want you to stick around till the end. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome PATRIKIOS Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka. Now let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to talk to you about a problem, a case, a situation that one of our viewers sent to us. Apparently, Navy Fed just closed his pledge loan without warning. He did nothing wrong, and his FICO score dropped by more than 90 points. So what's really going on here? So we are going to summarize for you. Dear viewers, we're going to summarize for you what's really going on here. So Leo, that's your name, Leo, and I know that you are watching. So please feel free to pitch in during the conversation. You can put questions. You can answer some of our questions in the comment section, or as we told you before, you can just email us back. Not a problem. So you are Leo, and you are 41 years old. You're a male, of course, and you live in Honolulu, Hawaii. Wonderful, wonderful spot. You are a full-time construction engineer and you make good money. You earn $72,000. That's gross income. And according to our conversation, according to what you told us during the emails we exchanged with you, sometimes you will get a bonus of $5,000 to $10,000 each year, which is really good. You are married with 5 children. And you have been with NFCU since 2005. So that's a good tenure here. This is really good. We love long tenures when it comes to membership. Wonderful. And 13 years ago, you had a little situation in terms of your finances. So you filed for bankruptcy. My question is, did you file for bankruptcy 13 years ago? Or was the bankruptcy actually annulled? I mean, was the bankruptcy off your records 13 years ago? I think it's the former answer, but okay. So the situation we have today is that Navy Fed apparently or allegedly closed your pledge loan abruptly. Okay, abruptly, because they did not inform you. They did not notify you. That's what you said. Okay, so I'm just trying to summarize the case for our beloved viewers so that if anyone wants to pitch in, if anyone wants to contribute his or her guidance to help Leo solve the problem that he has, he or she can. Okay, so there's a summary. So Leo, I want you to stick around till the end. And if I ask any question, please answer us in the comment section or via email. First things first, Leo. First things first. I'm going to ask you a series of very direct questions, and those questions are not rhetorical questions. There are simple questions, but very important. What do you mean close your pledge loan? What do you mean Navy Fed closed my pledge loan? What is that? What does that mean? I mean, did they cancel the loan? Did they actually, we really have to have a clear idea of what you're talking about. What happened before the closure? See, the thing is that nothing happens in life, for that matter, without anything, action, reaction. So my thing is that what happened before the closure? We asked you during the series of emails we exchanged with you, but you never actually clarified that aspect of things. So you have to tell us what happened before the closure. Did you get any warning? See, Navy Fed, and we've been with them for more than 30 years, they do not operate the way you described. They're not just going to wake up one day and just decide to close your pledge loan if there is no incident, if there was nothing before that. See, they really operate with discipline. This is a methodical institution that does things methodically. So you can't just say, well, they just woke up one day and they just closed my account without any warning. No. Did you get any warning? You should have gotten something. Okay. Have you gotten any letter before that? Any email? or any sort of pop-up message when you log into your dashboard online. They should have sent you something. There has to be. See, there has to be something. This is pure logic. I'm talking about something logical here because Navy Fed is a logical institution. They do things methodically, as I just said. Did you do something on your side? Leo, talk to me. Be honest with me. And we've asked you those questions during the emails that you said, well, I didn't do anything. My life, I really don't buy that. Listen, I don't buy that. I wasn't born yesterday. So, son, I'm just telling you, what have you done? Have you done anything on your side? Something must have happened. And that's that thing I want to know more about. And what is your overall financial situation? You're making good money, 72 grand a year. You're getting bonuses that oscillates between 5 and 10 grand, 5 to 10 grand. That's good money. You have 5 children. You're married. Been with NFCU since 2005. So, what is your overall financial situation? Is there anything that we need to know about your finances that could have impacted that decision? And I want you to be careful, Leo. Before I give you any answer, any problem, any solution idea, you really want to be clear about what we are. When we talk about pledge loan, the question is, do you have a pledge loan or you have another type of loan? Those are really important because people actually sometimes confuse terms. They confuse the terminology. And it's important to know the type of loan that you have. I think you have a pledge loan, but I want to just to remind all our viewers what a pledge loan is, so everybody is on the same page. So when we talk about a pledge loan, especially from Navy Fed's perspective, it really differs from a standard loan in that the loan amount is completely backed with collateral from the borrower. So a borrower can use his or her funds, such as a savings account, a certificate, as collateral to obtain a loan. The funds used as collateral then become frozen, so nobody can touch them until the loan is paid back in full. Okay, and the thing is, there is a maximum of 1 loan per certificate when it comes to NFCU. There's a maximum of 1 NFCU pledge loan per certificate. You can pledge the funds in your own certificate and co-sign the loan for a friend or family member who's a Navy Fed member so that he or she can qualify for a low interest rate loan. Okay, so Leo and everybody out there, when we speak about a pledge loan, we are speaking about a collateralized loan. Okay, and Navy Fed, of course, does report pledge loan activities to the 3 credit bureaus. Okay, so because this is the main interest of this type of loan, that you can build credit real fast. We have actually covered this topic on another show. So if you're interested in this sort of, I would say this topic, please go into our playlist, Navy Fed playlist, and you have the information there. And to actually pay your pledge loan from Navy Fed is very easy. You can just sign into an MCU account using your mobile app or online, okay? And you just select transfers from the navigation bar, then tap make transfer. So it's very easy, okay? And pledge loans, again, are a great idea. It's important if you want to boost your credit score or add a little bit of mix to your credit portfolio. So I just wanted to make sure that, Leo, we are speaking here about a pledge loan and not any type of loan. Very important. Solution idea number 1. Leo, what I want you to do is I want you to reinstate the quote-unquote closed pledge loan by fixing whatever led to the closure in the first place. Okay, so as I said before, I don't buy the fact that they just close your account overnight without any warning. Things don't happen that way. So what I want you to do right now is to go to the nearest NFCU branch. Okay, so you are in Honolulu. So the good thing is that you have a branch in Honolulu. So if you go to 4256 Redford Drive in Honolulu, you will basically have a Navy Fed branch there. You can have a conversation there with any rep. This is really important. I think so far you have been talking to Navy Fed over the phone or just doing things online. But if you really want to have a complete fix to the problem that you have here, you got to go to the branch. And please, when you go to the branch, bring your paperwork. Leo, I want you to bring your paperwork. I'm talking about your financial statements, your balance sheets, your income statements. I'm speaking about your tax returns. Okay, you can also bring your W-2s, because the thing is, you want to prove your. I mean, you should have proven your employment in the first place. Even though for a pledge loan you don't need to prove anything, but my whole point here is that you want to verify identity, you want to verify employment, and most importantly, you want to actually find the issue why your pledge loan was closed in the first place. This could have been a problem. It could have been a glitch. Stuff happens. Okay, Navy Fed is not like a 100% perfect institution, so things happen. And my other question is, are the underlying certificates in good standing? The certificates that served as collateral for the loan, are they in good standing? And another question, which is ancillary to this, are you personally, Leo, are you personally in good standing overall with NFCU? If you are, that's fantastic. Is your wife also a member of NFCU? If she is she also in good standing? It's important because sometimes you might be saying, I have a loan, whatever. But if you're actually doing some other stuff, some derogatory stuff on the other side, this could have an impact on your pledge loan. For example, if you're running a series of overdrafts, a series of NSF events, non-sufficient fund events, this could have a direct correlation to all the credit products that you have with Navy Fed. Solution idea number 2. Leo, I'm talking to you. You are 41 years old. You live in Honolulu. You're a construction engineer. You earn 72 grand a year gross income. When we add the bonus that you get, probably around 80 grand. What I want you to do right now, regardless of regardless of how fast the issue is closed in terms of the pledge loan, I want you to improve your overall banking with NFCU. The thing here is that sometimes stuff happens, but sometimes this could be the stuff happens because of tech glitches, whatever happens in the system, whatever. But this could also be one reason. Another reason could be that you have not established a solid foundation with NFCU. You are lucky that you live in Honolulu and that you have a branch not really far. I don't know where you live, but chances are, if you live in Honolulu, you have more than one branch, more than one NFCU branches there. I think it's important at this point in time to establish a stronger foundation, banking foundation. We know based on the conversations we have with you that you already have a checking account. That's great. My question is, what about savings account? What about trying to have a savings account, maybe 2 savings accounts, one for one emergency fund for the family, because you have 5 children, okay? And based on your age, you are 41 years old, so that means that the 5 children, you don't have adult children. I don't know when you started, but hey, listen, so those 5 children are still with you. So you need to actually buttress your financial stability. You need to buttress your financial situation, okay? So trying to have an emergency fund, and you can have a regular savings. So I'm speaking here about 2 savings accounts. And what about IRAs, individual retirement accounts? You might want to think about that thing also for you and your wife, okay? And the thing is, if your wife is also a member, then you might want to think about having a joint account. So my thing here is that you want to actually buttress your relationship. You want to solidify your relationship. And the cool thing is, Navy Fed even sells insurance. Not a lot of members know that, but Navy Fed sells insurance. So if you're looking for life insurance or you're looking for car insurance and whatnot, you might want to actually work with Navy Fed. See, the thing is, what I'm trying to say here is that when you have a lot of when you buy services from Navy Fed, when you park your cash with them, this will actually help you in the long run. What about investments? Investment also. This could be a great idea, okay? So I want you to look for any possibility in your financial life where you can involve Navy Fed. This is a stellar institution that can help you in a lot of areas. Don't you go anywhere. I'll be right back right after this. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweaty Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation today about Leo, who said that Navy Fed just closed his pledge loan abruptly and without warning. And we are trying to find some solutions for Leo here. So Leo, solution idea number 3. What you want to do here is you really want to go back to your credit score and report, your credit report and score. Because there might be something happening in your credit report and score that you don't know about that Navy Fed has already caught, and they are just taking actions to actually preserve their own balance sheet. In other words, they're just trying to make sure that maybe there's some reputation issue or something going on in your. See, there has to be something going on that you probably are not aware of that is happening in your background. That's why I'm just telling you to go to a branch and ask a question about why they're just taking such a drastic measure against you. So what I want you to do is to check your credit report and score. Okay, you can go to annualcreditreport.com. We've said this before. This is a free platform that once a year you can actually verify. But the cool thing is that Navy Fed also allows you as a member, as a credit card holder, to basically check your credit score, so you can monitor it and you can see the effect. But what I want you to do, I want you to check multiple places so you can see exactly what's going on in your FICO reports. Even if you have to pay for it, if you have to pay $40 or $50, it is worth it. Okay, it is really worth it. I want you to know exactly what's really happening. I want you to regularly monitor your credit health. Okay, are you a victim of identity theft? Has anybody stolen your identity and started doing things? And maybe Fed just caught that and they just like, listen, we are just out of here. We're just going to cover our asses. So we're just going to close the pledge loan. So you want to beware of scams. You want to practice good credit habits. So it's important to have this routine of monitoring your credit report. Okay, and I'm speaking about regularly. I'm not speaking about you doing things once a quarter or once every 4 or 6 months. No, we're speaking about at least once a month. And in your situation, given that and don't forget that you have filed for bankruptcy 13 years ago. This is important to remember. So you really want to actually you want to double check, triple check your credit report to make sure that there is no, there's no former creditor or anything can happen. So you just want to make sure that you are clean. Your credit score and report are clean. Solution idea number 4, Leo. I want you to take steps now to actually improve your financial situation, your overall financial situation. The thing here is that you are making good money. I said this before, 80 grand is a lot of cash. I don't know if your wife is working, but 80 grand, if you have 5 children, this money can actually disappear real fast. Okay, and that's number 1. Number 2, if you're having a pledge loan, that's because you want to boost your credit score. And the thing here is that there are other ways to boost your credit score and improve your overall financial situation. My question to you is, what is your DTI? Because a lot of folks just confuse DTI or high income and DTI. No, you could be making a lot of cash. You could be pulling in a lot of cash. But if your debt is high, your DTI will be high. See, a DTI is actually a function or is a result of your debt and income. So what is your DTI? 40%, 30%, 50%? What is it? What is your credit utilization ratio? In other words, I'm inquiring into your liabilities. Okay, what are you using? Do you even have how many credit cards do you have? How many? What is the balance on those credit cards? Have you thought about establishing a family budget? Those are important things. You ask for a credit, we ask us a solution about a credit problem, but a budget will have a direct impact on your credit problem. Is your wife working? If your wife is not working, then we have to think about plan B, which is you have to save a lot more. Again, like I said, 5 children, they have to eat and they just don't, there's a lot of expenses being there, done that. Okay. And I've spoken before about an emergency fund. You got to have something. You got to have a situation where you have at least 2 savings accounts. I'm talking about a normal savings account, And then in a second savings account that's just sitting there, and you can tap into it for emergencies. Some people like to have lines of credit as emergency fund. That's fine. If you qualify for that, you can actually get that. If not, you need to have your own funds, okay? And your current FICO score, what is your current FICO score? The whole thing here is that you need to look at those elements when trying to solve your problem. All right, this is the end of today's conversation. So, Leo, you said that Navy Fed just closed your account abruptly, your pledged loan account abruptly. So we gave you a series of solutions. If you need, if you have other questions, or if you need other clarifications, please feel free to email us or put the questions in the comment section so everybody can see. The good thing is that, and we invite all our beloved viewers, please, your contribution, we appreciate it a lot. And we know that we have very smart viewers, and please feel free to pitch in and help our good brother Leo solve his problem. Thank you so much for your attention. I'll speak to you another time, but until then, remember, stay marvelous.